So my friends out in Russia are dealing with the same thing. Theirs happened over 30 years. Ours is still growing and probably will never stop eroding away until we get to solid rock. To my friends over in Russia, I suggest start looking in the rubble, seeing what minerals and stuff you can find in it, because it's not going to stop once it gets going. This is all naturally made, all that. It's just from water runoff, snow runoff. A lot of scientific research available though. Like, let's see over here. See these? They're all over this. I could be walking on a giant one right now and I wouldn't know it. But all this starts to run down. See, this is different. It's still part of that same rock material, the clay. And we have all these little holes everywhere, just draining through and sucking out all this. Little by little, year by year. Feeds down into our riverbeds. This is a dry creek bed area that fills up and dumps down into the creeks lower. But this land won't see solid rock bottom for a while. Believe it or not, this probably all started up in there. Whew. Out this way. And down into those deposits of this. This area is mostly sandstone and material like that. Also the site of a big meteor impact at one point in our Earth's history. Here's the type of rock my area right now is consistent of. That's really cool. We have mountain ridges that look like that, just popping up out of the back. We call it the dragon spine or the devil's staircase. I prefer the dragon spine or serpent spine. But This land won't see this type of rock for quite a while. Like the big solid slabs that are underneath all this. These are just small chunks that were hiding away in the, I'm guessing, once flat land until this all sunk and swept out. And walking through this area, I was kind of like, huh. Off over that way, we start running into what we saw in that area starting to happen down in here. Now this is a smaller area, but this is where all that stuff is now settling. Walk along here. These are where the water flows from the hillside start coming in. Down through here. Big pond of water. Look what we see there. Same clay material and sandy material that I've been walking on and talking about. So piles up in here, fills up, starts to run off down all throughout here, follows all these little paths that you can't really see, but slowly washes away all this stuff. Until that little pond over there turns into this. See all that cracked earth down there? All this stuff's ready to go again. All of it. Could be washed away in one good rainstorm. And out this way. Because the dirt, the clay, when it's dry, it's like powder. When it's wet, becomes like a Play-Doh or a kinetic sand. This stuff was probably in the process of being turned into sandstone, which is something like that. But because of the meteor impacts, everything got turned up. Like plowing the land with like an oxen and sled. what was going on earlier could be happening here. Or here. See what I'm talking about right there. See in there? That's where water's coming through. At high volumes. Or small volumes, it doesn't matter. But it all gets washed out. And this is what we're walking around on when we're out here. Pretty cool. There it is. Stuff like these holes where I was walking around earlier is all throughout and underneath this. If you want a good like personal up look of how nature creates cave systems in the mountains, this is a good, quick, and dirty little place to go. Be careful of going through the holes, though. Could be dangerous. That's actually a lot of weight that could drop on you. But until all this washes away down into bedrock, the land around here is going to be unstable for, like, not unstable, but just geologically unstable and still active in forming. Here's our big rocks. All